Do you guys like man?
What?
It's Mother's Day. I have a mother. You have a mother. We're bonding. My mother said to me once, Dylan, I don't believe anybody could ever love you. I said, Mom, it's hard to hear you with my head in this oven. No, it's not okay. It's not alright. Shouldn't joke about suicide, guys. It's not funny to joke about suicide. It's serious. Alright, I called the suicide hotline. They did not pick up. Called again. Was on hold for like 15 minutes. It occurred to me, I bet a lot of people like make a decision during this hold time. You didn't feel like the world cared before. And you're sitting there listening to a Muzak version of Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. I could just pull this trigger right now and, yeah. So the lady finally picked up, but by that point, I decided I didn't want to do it. You know, it was a passing thing, like most of these things are. Told her I didn't think I wanted to kill myself. You never heard a more exasperated sounding suicide hotline operator. Like, hopefully you haven't heard a lot, but this one was really not having my shit. Like, if you aren't gonna do it, are you wasting my time? No. You know who I feel bad for is people who attempt to shoot, well, they don't attempt, they manage to, they just live. But people who shoot themselves in the head and then survive, that's a bummer. That's the minority that I think, you know, there's no telethon for those people. But they do, for whatever reason, they get a lot of like motivational speaking gigs, like people who've survived suicide, and that always puzzled me. But I think what it is they had to have been really convincing at least once, if only to themselves. Because they convinced themselves to commit suicide. Follow along. Guys, what's the... oh, no. When is a horse not a horse? After it's fallen 12 stories. It's a Jean-Paul Sartre joke. When is a cow not a horse? Every single time it's a cow. A camel is a horse from a bad neighborhood. A zebra is a horse that suffered during apartheid. Yeah, man, I got race jokes too. Like, you know when you go to hand the baton off to the next guy and it slips out of their hand, you're like, it's sparkly and specifically designed for you to grab it. It's an anti-joke. The fact that you're not laughing, I'm winning. I'm winning this exchange. And what I intended to happen, I made you stop. It's a little known technique. What do you call a black guy that only dates Asian chicks? African American. Have some fucking respect. Now that is my goal out of all of this. I want to get rich and successful enough that I can own white slaves. And there's a reason I'm going to choose white specifically, and that is that I like my slavery to come with a sense of long overdue justice. Yeah, yes, applaud me, yes, yes. I grow powerful from your, yes. Hitler, the early years. Okay. All right. I think that what they need to do is make an all-black version of Scooby-Doo. And then at the end of every episode, it just turns out one of the gang did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying they're thieves. Guys, when does an orca become a killer whale? After it's already too late. I wrestled a bear once, but he managed to slip it in. He was a barebacked bear. Except for his back, which was hairy. This is a thing I've been thinking about a lot lately. I'm not gay, but like, how bad can sucking a dick be really? Because those parties look awesome. And like, I feel like a lot of dudes, if they sucked a dick, it would like turn their world upside down. Like it would totally change the way they thought about themselves. Not me. I would just be Dillon who sucked a dick yesterday. And is going to an awesome party tonight. With bears who I have recently, I figured it out. I think they reproduce by budding, guys. That's what the beer belly is. They're growing a cub in there. The party just continues forever. It's a new form of evolution. Don't judge me. Please judge me. I wish that I was a dog, so I didn't have to tell jokes, and you guys would just pet me. Just give me baths and pet me. I'm Irish. For years, Ireland was associated, it was associated with a lot of things. I don't want to say one thing, but the IRA, terrorism, we perfected that shit. And I am just tired of these Arab motherfuckers appropriating my culture. Alright. I'm just about out of time, folks. It's Rhode Island. Weed? Any weed smokers in the room? We love weed. If you like weed, you should try heroin. You never really know how much you love your family until you try heroin. Thank you very much. My name is Dillon Walsh.